Let's send things over to Riley Cosgrove, who interviewed UNI's homecoming queen, Steven Sanchez, and the Northern Iowan's executive editor, Lynn Ta. Lynn, as a journalist, witnessed an amazing day when Steven was honored the title UNI Homecoming Queen 2013.
Hello, I'm here with Northern Iowan executive editor Lynn Ta, and you may have heard about him around campus. It's the transgender beauty queen, Steven Sanchez. And we are going to talk about their video that went viral not only in the United States, but I think around the world. So first, I want to talk to Steven. When did you decide that you wanted to run for homecoming queen?
Earlier this semester, the Student Involvement Center sent out an email just saying that applications were open for the homecoming court, and you could, apply yourself or elect someone or nominate someone to run. And I just decided to nominate myself just because I thought, it would be a good opportunity to raise awareness about LGBT issues. And I didn't really want to wait around to think, what if someone nominates me? Because, this is the first time anything like this has happened, so I didn't really think I had a chance to have someone else nominate me. So I just decided to go for it, and I applied, and then I heard back after a few weeks.
So going through the process, did you have other people helping you or prepping you, or is this pretty much a one-man made thing?
You mean during the actual
during
running?
Leading up to the running and then the talent show and all that?
Yeah. Well, when I decided to run, it was all just me. But as soon as I found out that I was on the court and I was allowed to tell people, then my friend David Pope, he helped me, spread the word to all our friends to come see me perform at the talent night and everything. And to go see the results and the crowning at the pep rally. But the performance and makeup and everything, I just did that myself. So.
And then Lynn, when did you decide that you wanted to make this video?
Yeah, when Steven kind of was going viral, first at the Courier, then with the Register, I always knew that it was a really big story. First transgender homecoming queen at UNI. Our problem with the Northern Iowan is that we're twice a week. And, everyone is doing articles about it. So I was thinking, what's something unique that no one else could do and only someone at UNI could do? So I decided it'd be cool to kind of do like a mini documentary just before, during, and after the crowning. So I called up Steven, and he agreed to let me just follow him around for the day, and that's where it ended up.
And then it was on the Daily Mail, and then that's in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Daily Mail, Telemundo, Huffington Post, then the Courier, and what else was it?
BuzzFeed and the Register picked it up, so it's gone.
So were you guys surprised that this went viral, or did you kind of do it for that fact? Just because you want to raise awareness for LGBT rights, which doing this video I think it captured him in such a great light, because I think a lot of people think of transgender people as, obviously different, and a lot of transgender people feel disenfranchised, whereas Steven just approached it as, this is who I am and whatever, and look how much fun I'm having, and I'm in college and I'm doing this. And it really went viral. So do you think a lot of people who maybe younger kids or kids in college who are transgender saw this and were like, wow, this person was able to succeed and do something amazing? So do you think that will help sorry, I'm making a long question, but do you think that will help other kids who are in the, not even just transgender, just gay youth? Do you think that will help them be more comfortable with themselves and be able to live out their life the way that they want to live it?
Well, to answer your first question, I knew because Cassidy Lynn Campbell, she was the first transgender homecoming queen at a high school in California. And that had received national attention. And I decided to run before I learned about that. But after I learned about that story, I was like, this could be a big deal. And I thought, what if the Courier picks it up, or if, KWWL does a story? And I thought that would be the extent of it. But then after they did it, and it got picked up by the Register and, other bigger news sources, it was sort of shocking. And I think, though, once it was picked up by all those sources, and the reason it gained so much popularity is because people could relate to it. And the video got like 10,000 views just in the couple days.
I shared it on my Facebook.
Oh, thank you. And I think, obviously part of that has to do just with, the news sources sharing it, but I think a big part of it is people relating to it, because I've actually had people here at UNI come up to me and say, thank you so much for doing this, that I've made them so proud and that I've made them feel accepted in a way, which, it's obviously not all me, it's the campus community that does it as a whole, but I think I helped people see that they could be accepted at UNI. And also people who don't go here, like I've received friend requests on Facebook from people who aren't even out yet, but they just saw my story and they sort of were inspired, and so I can say it has done that for at least a couple people, and that was definitely one of my goals, so I hope it does do that for whoever sees it, if they can relate to it in some way.
Do you think this video is proving or is capitalizing on?
I think the video, when I think of just Steven's story, even not just, LGBT issues, I think, in the story, there's talking about issues with family, there's issues with, self-esteem, with, trying just to feel, accepted in our own world, when you feel so different, when there's so many things and so many people kind of attacking you, saying different things. So I think the video just kind of shows, Steven's path to, self-acceptance, showing the community's acceptance, and overall, the UNI community's, path to kind of progressing and going further itself.
Well, thank you for making the video, and thank you for spreading awareness to a community that, thank God, for the past 3 years has seen growth and seen acceptance. And without further ado, I present to you the video by Lynn Ta, starring Steven Sanchez and his journey in becoming the first transgender homecoming queen here at UNI.
I always hate doing my lipstick because I don't want to mess up my mustache.
So, right now you haven't found out if you've won Homecoming Queen. Kind of how does it all feel?
It's really exciting, but I'm also really nervous because, everybody is so amazing who's on the court, and they all brought something really unique to the talent night, so I'm kind of don't know who's going to win, and it would mean so much to me to win, so I'm really nervous and excited to find out the results. Well, I was a high school dropout, so I never had my freshman year of high school, and when I did go back to school, it was through a dual credit program, so it wasn't a traditional experience. And I felt so far removed from my peers and from my generation and everything that was going on. I feel like I missed out on so many, traditions and so many rites of passage that I think are necessary for growth as a person, and even just to have fun. And so now, just to be a part of a tradition that I felt so far removed from in the past is amazing enough on its own.
How about peers growing up?
My peers are almost always the worst. They, kids, they don't like anything that's different at all. And I was always terribly bullied in school. Even before I learned the word gay from kids who would make fun of me for being gay. So there was a long while where I tried so hard to hide who I am and to be what other people expected, but that only made people make fun of me more because they knew that wasn't really me. And so I sort of learned that you really can't win, and that's why I just, today I'm like, screw it, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, so I'm just gonna do what I want and, be happy and not let other people's perceptions of me affect how I feel about myself.
How will you feel if you don't win?
I'm not gonna lie, I'll be a little disappointed. That comes with the territory. But at the same time, I feel like I've accomplished my goal. One of the main reasons I did this was to raise awareness of LGBT issues and trans students on campus, and I feel like just by running, I did that.
Okay, where do I go? I gotta go to the stage. I gotta go to the stage.
Who is it going to be? Let's get a little rumble going, you guys. Oh my goodness, who's it going to be? The 2013 Homecoming
means so much to me, not only because I just feel so included in the campus community, and I've struggled my whole life to feel that way, and I think this really symbolizes how UNI is a safe place for anyone to be themselves and to be accepted.
I wanted to be home.
I literally almost fainted. Like, no, I'm so happy.
And girl, you know, I was a hot mess on Facebook. I couldn't type. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Like, share. Like, I literally put share on my status. I'm one of those girls now because of you. What have you done to me? My makeup's gonna be ruined and I don't care. Like you realize that every time we go to a party now, I'm gonna introduce you to the new homecoming queen, and I can't be sad about anything ever, right? And freaking President Rude held my hand and he said, congratulations. Like, if that's not permission to twerk around campus every day and drag, I don't know what is.
Okay, so how does it feel now to be crowned homecoming queen?
It feels amazing. I honestly cannot believe it. When they called my name, it's just so many memories came rushing back, and how, I never thought I would find a community anywhere. I never thought I would be accepted within the larger community. And then I was standing on that stage and I was being crowned and people were cheering, and I mean, this is gonna sound completely cheesy, but it honestly felt like all my dreams were coming true.
How does this make you feel about your identity, kind of, the past that you've gone through?
It's so validating. Like I've said before, sometimes I don't feel pretty enough or things like that, and to know, even if it was just my friends who voted that made the difference, just to know that some people out there believe in me and think I'm a good leader and I'm beautiful and, I don't need to change the way I am, that means so much to me.
What a very powerful and inspiring video. It's not only great that Steven won Homecoming Queen and was able to raise awareness for the LGBT community, but it's also great to see how the University of Northern Iowa accepts everyone for who they are, and that is fantastic.